Kristi from Indiana.
Hi, I'm Suzie from Florida, and we're the happiest stitches on earth.
This is a channel mostly dedicated to cross stitch. We
Yep.
can't wait to talk to you about cross stitch.
No,
But
how's it been? And welcome back.
right, welcome back. It's been a little bit.
Well, we had a lot going on.
We did have a lot going on, and we're going to continue to have a lot going on. So we probably aren't going to be every 2 weeks, but it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah. So I'll tell everybody what I've been doing. And most of that, I'm doing better. As most of you know, follow me. Mom passed away. My mom passed away in February. It really took a lot out of me, but I'm feeling better. We just came back a few days ago from our vacation in Hawaii. So it was just what the doctor ordered. I'm telling you, it was just a wonderful, wonderful week-long beach bum week. We sat on the beach, we had drinks with umbrellas, and we just sat in the lazy river. And
she sent me pictures so I could be jealous.
Well, I'm not for that, but it was really restful and refreshing. And I had a couple of great experiences there. Not one of which was the awful long flight that it is from Florida to Hawaii. But anyway, we got there, we got home. Thanks be to God, we're safe. And we didn't get sick, knock wood. And I think I'd be feeling it by now. So we're really grateful for that. But while I was there, one of my goals, because I looked this up before we went, it was to visit a local or an LNS. So we were in Honolulu, outside of Honolulu at the resort. And so I found Fiddlesticks 2, which is in Honolulu. It's been there for a long, long time. And I think like 35 years or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a long time.
Wow.
The owner that I was so fortunate to meet that day was Joan. We went early, and so we were the only ones there at the time. But she was just so kind. I did a little post on our Facebook site, and she was just so kind and just talked to us. They do not only cross stitch, but also needlepoint, but it was mostly cross stitch. And they had some brands that I was not aware of. And can I think of them now? No. But it was just a really great little experience that was just like going somewhere for an interest. And of course, they had lots of Hawaiian themed stuff. So you'll see that later. And so it was just a fun time. And then pretty much after that, we spent the time on the beach. So it was good.
Did you stitch?
Oh, every day at the beach, at the pool, in our room,
on the plane.
Lots on the plane. Let's see, we were on the plane a total of going out, coming back, about 20 hours. So I didn't stitch the whole time, and some of the time it was really bumpy because as we flew, we flew over obviously the whole country. And when we were going out, it was when all those horrific storms were happening right through the central part of the country. And whoo, baby, 34,000 feet bumping along. So
not a lot of stitching then.
No, I could not find the holes then. So I just put it away and I turned on Wicked. So saw that twice, once going and once coming home. And it was okay. It was okay. We were all safe. We had great pilots, great flight attendants, and we were grateful for that. So yeah. But anyway, lots of stitching. The only place I could not stitch was on the lazy river. Or I would have.
That's the part I was the most jealous about. I could sit on a lazy river forever.
Well, they have these surprise fountains coming out at you all over the place. And I'm paddling my heart out just to prevent it from getting on my hair.
This is your cardio.
I know, right? I was semi-successful with that. So it was fun. So anyway, I'm great. So tell us, Kristi had a much more eventful 2 weeks. Woo!
Well, I think Hawaii's pretty eventful.
Well, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun, I think.
So our life is busy right now. It was busy the last time we talked because we were heading into Easter and all of that, whole Holy Week and all the church services. And between Thursday and Sunday, I think there were 7 church services, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 7 church services. So Rich was tired, and there was no time to slow down because I was right to work the next day because I had taken off Holy Week. And then as soon as that was over, we headed to St. Louis for my son's call day. So in our church, when young men have completed their studies at the seminary, there is a service in the evening, which was glorious. The music, the sermon, the electric feeling in the church, it was packed. It's a huge church at the seminary there, and it was just packed with people. And after the sermon, each man is called up, and each pastor is called up, or soon to be pastor is called up, and they're told where they're headed. And most men have no idea. Some that were going to have like a couple churches were kind of talked to before. Some had interviews because they're going to be associates. But most of them had no real idea where they were going. And so we were sitting there anxiously, and Ben and Emma both had gone to meetings with the placement director. And they had led him to believe they had put Tennessee at the top of their list because her family's in Georgia, we're in Indiana. It was going to be kind of thinking that part of Tennessee that we would be kind of halfway sort of ish between each other. And so they said, really, there weren't any openings in that area that would fit Ben and what he was hoping for in a church, the style of church that he enjoys, and that they would probably be sending them to Southern or Central Illinois, which was more information than most people usually get. So we're sitting there, and I'm originally from Southern Illinois, and Ben gets called up right before him, or two guys are called to Illinois, and then Ben gets called up. I'm like, well, maybe this is like the Illinois run, and right before all that happened, before the church service started, our dear friend, who is one of the district presidents up in Northern Illinois, came by to say hello to us. His wife is Ben's godmother. And I said, Alan, do you know where he's going? And he's like, I can't tell you that. And he goes, but nowhere that you can't get to in a plane. And I'm like, oh, Alan, stop. And he said, honestly, I can't remember where he's going, because our district presidents are the ones who work on placement because they know their churches and what they're looking for. And I said, well, I guess I know he's not in Northern Illinois because you didn't know where he was going, and you know who you're getting. So not Northern Illinois. So anyway, Ben gets up there and they say Athens. And I went, because there's an Athens, Illinois, right near my hometown. And I'm like, oh, and they said Tennessee. And I went, what? And Ben's face was like, what? And so Rich ripped out his phone and put in Athens, Tennessee. And he looked at me and I looked at him, and it's 8.5 hours away from us. But Emma, his wife, has been far from her parents for many years, about 8. They have driven miles and miles for all those 8 years while Ben and Emma were getting married and going to the seminary and all the things. And now they're only going to be 2.5 hours from her parents, which is really lovely for her. Yeah. And it appears that his church is really going to be just the perfect fit for him, as God knew it would. Mm-hmm. My grandma heart sunk just a little bit. I'm sad to be that far from the little guy, but it'll all be fine. Thankfully, I'm a grandparent in the day that FaceTime is here and I can see him and all that. So anyway, that's been huge in our life. So now we plan all the things that are coming up in the next 2 months, many trips between St. Louis and here, and Tennessee and here. And so we'll fit this in when we can, but it's all exciting. And we are thankful to God that he has placed Ben where he's supposed to be. And for the people, we're excited for the people at Athens Lutheran. So
it's all going to work out great.
Yeah. And then I came home kind of emotionally drained and tired. I helped take care of this little toddling guy and went right back to work because we are in the midst of the all Indiana shop hop at Cotton Hearts Quilt Shop. And what that means is there are many shops in Indiana that have agreed to be in the shop hop. And there's this magazine and it has stickers that you can get. So everyone comes in to get their sticker because if you get all the stickers, you're entered into this huge prize. And we have hoppers. Ours is a frog. Some people have a bunny. Some people have a frog. And they have to go around and find him. And then it's re-hidden. But if they find him, they scan this QR code and they're entered into another prize. But anyway, there are people who are traveling all over Indiana to go to all of the quilt shops that are in this book. I can't even remember how many there are. But I know there are people that got to us that had been to 20, 25 shops already. And we're only on
first
day
3 days.
Oh, first 3 days. And there are 2 months of this, right? And there were people from Vermont at our shop. There were people from Arizona, Phoenix, that were at our shop. The Phoenix women go to shop hops in all the states. Like they just travel to where they are and do the thing. Some people have rented campers so they can go to all the shops. If you're a quilter, you get it. If you're not a quilter, you probably don't get it. But it has been wonderful. I have met so many fun people, but it's busy. We have people in the shop all day. Usually there's lulls in our day and all day long we're busy doing things, but I met a really neat girl that I was really excited about, a fellow FlossTuber. Actually, her FlossTube is equally divided between quilting and cross-stitching. And actually, she has a new video out that was all quilting, and she's going to do a part 2 that's all the cross-stitching. But it's called Quilt Church. And she gave me some floss drops with her business card on it, with some little clips on it. And we sat and talked, and I gave her one of our cards. And she's going to come stitch with us. And she hasn't gotten hasn't found anywhere to go and sit and stitch. So she wants to come and stitch with us. And that was very exciting. So it was neat to meet Krista of Quilt Church. Go check her out. She's kind of a new, like episode 6, I think, is what she's on. So she's newish to that too. And it was really lovely to meet her. And of course our regulars were in because they just love our shop, and our Dawn has done such a great job making this great community. But there's one young mother who came in with her daughter. Her daughter's actually been in sewing with her. They are lovely. They have goats and they do 4-H, and she just posted that she dried lavender that she's going to make into soap that she'll sprinkle on the top of soap. She's just a cool girl, but very quiet and sweet. Well, sewing and quilting and being around us all at the shop has brought Miranda out of her shell, and it's so exciting. She has started a TikTok that is blown up. And her TikTok, I am not on TikTok, but she'll share things with me. But her TikTok is called The Quilty Crow, and that's who she is on Instagram too. So I'm just super proud of Miranda. She's a cross stitcher also. And so I just wanted to shout her out because I know it's very cool. Very cool. But we're shop hopping, and this week, Wednesday, I go to H&H, which is the fabric show in Chicago. So that's exciting. I'll get to see Robin Pickens again, and Laurie Holt is usually there, and there's a lot of fun with that. So all the new fabric. So, and maybe a little cross stitch, because like Moda will show Robin's fabric, because so at our quilt shop, I think it's kind of cool. We have 3 designers that we focus on in cross stitch, and it's Laurie Holt, Robin Pickens, and Primrose Cottage. And they are all also quilt designers. And Robin is actually even a fabric designer. So often they have her fabric and her cross stitches, so you can see everything. So I'm hoping to get a little sneak peek of what's new with Robin Pickens. Maybe I'll share. So there you go. That's life for me.
It's busy.
Busy and fun.
It is. Well, let's move on to our calendars. And I have one finished again this month.
Yay.
It is not as ambitious as last month. Hang on. But it's there. And I'm finding in my ever-evolving cross-stitch practice that I have, I think, currently met my goal of maybe 4 or 5 things to work on a month.
Oh, good.
I was trying to be more ambitious, and it just wasn't working out.
You got to do what works for you.
Yeah, so I've got five, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually on here, but most of them are started. There's just 2 that aren't started. So, I'll get them done. But anyway, they're on the calendar, and I'm gonna
got a plan.
And there it is. I'm happy about it. So
well, and this was my last month, so I did stitch every day.
Woohoo!
So far this year, I have stitched every day.
That's impressive.
I'm real proud of that. And then my May is all filled out and ready to go. So you know what? Stitching is it is my comfort, it is my therapy, it is my grounding. And so if I don't do it in the day, it just throws my whole day. I just don't feel like my day is complete. So I really it's not that I force myself to do it. It's something that I really want to do every day. So,
yeah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it much more, of course, when we were gone, because I felt calmer in general. And my historical spring in my bottom that doesn't let me sit around at home because I see too many dust bunnies, or this has to be done, or oh, I forgot to do that, or the wash needs put in the dryer, or whatever. I just think of too many things when I'm at home. So I found myself way more productive in Hawaii. So I'm hoping that we'll see how things go this month, and maybe I have learned a little thing from my vacation. We'll see.
That would be great.
So, yeah. So
all right,
anyway,
finish.
That said, yeah, I have Zippo fully finished, but not you.
I have a ton because at Cotton Hearts, the cross stitch section has grown like 4 times bigger. And because of that, I needed to fill it. And so I was finishing stitches like a maniac, like stitching them and fully finishing. So I'll share you.
You did a really good job. Very quickly. You did a very good job. And I was like, whoa.
Thank you. It was a lot of work, but it was so much fun. So I don't know if you remember this, my little stand with my welcome home. Well, one of my Easter stitches I finished so that it could replace it right here on my tray. So this is the one. This one I didn't put magnets on the back yet, so it's just sitting here. I need to glue the magnets on. I just ran out of time. This is the one that was the Easter sampler that I just picked little parts of.
I love it.
The one from Rainbow Hunter, and I just did a few little parts of it.
Very pretty.
That's my finish. This is from Dames of the Needle, I think. But anyway, I was real happy with that. And then I had the 2 other little stitches to go in my cabinet, This one is by Asbery's Echoes, and I am obsessed with how this turned out. You'll see how obsessed I am when I do haul, because I love the chenille, and it was so fun and easy to do. I never would have dreamt that it would be that easy. I put this sweet little pink and white check on the back. So I have that with the little tulips.
Where did you sew it together? Where did you sew it together? On the side?
The pillow itself? Yeah. So, yes. Actually, I sewed it together down here at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew the chenille would be covering it anyway.
So, true. Yeah.
So I didn't do the back. I did it at the bottom and I stitched it up. So
cool.
That's that. And then the little quilted bunny that I had found the free pattern for, I don't know who it's by. It's in some language I can't decipher. I did seam binding ribbon and ruched it all around, and cute same fabric in the back. So I got those finished. And then this one I had stitched a long time ago, and it just was waiting to be finished. And so it is a chart we carry at the shop by Primrose Cottage.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's called Home of the Free. And I had this frame from the Target dollar spot, and I put it in there and I did the bow. It wasn't quite the right proportion. So I moved it over to the side and did a bow here. And these are those little pins we got that we got at Needlework Market. And so that was that one. So keep an eye out at the dollar spot. You just never know what you're going to find.
You just never know.
And then I did another strawberry. Oh no, I have two strawberries. Let me do this one first. This one is Home Stitch Home by Primrose Cottage, and I finished that into a pill. Now this one I did slice down the middle, and I added some little sewing charms on it, and finished that one. So this is from the Stitchers Trio from Primrose Cottage, which I love. Love these patterns. You know, we love our Primrose, right?
We do. And they're just all so precious. I just love them.
I do too. And I did another Primrose. I have been working for a long time. I did this one at 18. And it's the berry basket. And this was in the Sip and Stitch last year. And now it's available to purchase. And Kristi had given me this board in our Advent gifts, and I finished it and put it on this board with a little bitty strawberry up there. I love this stitch. I just think it's so cute. And then one more strawberry, and this is all my fully finished, but I love these little Laurie Holt stitch cards. Do you have any of these?
I have never seen them. Never even seen them. I guess I have to go.
When you come here in June, we have them at our shop.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to look. Or I guess I could look online too.
Yeah. I know that Fat Quarter Shop has them for sure. You get four patterns in the package.
Oh, I like
postcard size.
Cool.
And so the chart is on the back. And this one, I just did the strawberry and made it into a little pin cushion, and I just think it's so cute.
It is.
I did the rickrack with the beads, and I had a little strawberry to stick in there. And I have this one little stray stitch. I don't know what happened there, but if I tore it out, I would have had to tear a bunch out. And I'm like, you know what? Forget about it.
Forget about it.
That's just gonna So all these things, I had to tell my boss, I'm like, don't go in the cross stitch room because it looks really empty right now. But Monday morning, it's all coming back because I stole it all from the shelves, and now I'm going to go put it all back.
It'll be fine. It'll be perfect.
Those are my fully finished. I have no finishes because I fully finished everything.
Well, lucky you, because I don't know when mine are going to get finished, but this is a finish, kids. It's the partner to, this is Fresh Lemonade. And it's a partner to my Squeeze the Day that was from last time. So eventually they'll both get finished, and we'll do something with them. I don't know, but they're stinking cute lemons.
They are cute lemons.
I'm really happy about it. And yeah.
I have an idea for them.
You do?
I do.
Of course you do.
I love your white tier tray on your kitchen counter.
It's not white, but it's a
oh, was it? I thought it was white.
No, it's a very light wood. But anyway, it's still
I think
beautiful
little pillows on your tiered tray with all your lemons in your kitchen would be really cute.
Do you know, I'll make a confession. I still have my Easter stuff up.
Oh, so do I.
I haven't gotten it down yet.
To confess, I do too. But you know what I'm doing? I'm just going to take some of it away, because I'm putting out the strawberries and bunnies and strawberries. I'm leaving a few out.
They're cute. Yeah. Bunnies and lemons. No. No, take it all down.
No.
I'm coming into my lemon period, which will be up most of the summer. So that's okay.
Yeah. So you should put them in there. It'd be cute.
I will. I guess I'll have to finish them sometime.
You can do it.
So you have you have just not, well, no, because you finished everything.
Yeah, I fully finished everything.
You fully finished it. So very good. Well.
So any new starts for you?
I do have a few here. And I also have, well, let me tell you about my first new start, which was a happy surprise. And it's called To Make Today a Happy Day, and it's by Robin Pickens. And I got this darling little chart because I attended an online stitching meeting for Annabella's. Annabella's, sorry, which is a shop in um, Waynesville, North Carolina. Anyway, Annabella's has been there for about 4 years, and they have a beautiful shop. From what I see in the pictures,
it looks gorgeous. I'm wondering how far it is from.
I don't think it's far. I really don't think it's far. We're hoping to go up in the fall to stay up in that area. But anyway, I got that as part of being a participant in that little stitch stomp thing, and among lots of other things. She's so generous whenever she has these online retreats.
You're gonna have to send me when they come up again. I don't know why I don't see that stuff.
Yeah, she has them pretty frequent. But anyway, so I started it in Hawaii.
Look at that.
See, me and letters. Yep, this was just the thing for me. And most of this was done actually on the airplane because it was pretty easy for me to do. But anyhow, so there she is. And I think it's just going to be stinking cute when it's done. And
it's so funny. You love doing your letters, and I don't like doing them at all.
Yeah. So I put pink. But anyway, the other part of her that I want to introduce is that I decided immediately she needed a home. So when I went to my Tampa Stitch group, there is a very generous woman there who had this on the giveaway table.
That has you written all over
it. She gives away bags.
It's a home for an orphan.
It's a home for an orphan. So make today a happy day. Lives there now, and soon someone else will. Aww. So there she is. Yeah. So that was one new start. And then I just started well, on the way home-ish. I'm working on these monthly minis by Primrose Cottage.
Oh yeah.
So I just started May, and I love her more than I loved April.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why, because they're not that different. So I've gotten this far anyway. Whatever. This one just seems to be going along more zippy than my April one. So I shouldn't even be showing this, should I? Dag nabbit. But here's April. And I don't, well, you know what? Here, I was doing this on the beach, kids. And this was just too many brain cells for the beach. It just was. I just was like, ugh.
I didn't do all of April. I just did one little flower from April. So I don't have any.
It's beautiful. And I will finish it. But I'm looking at the beach and looking at the kids playing in the sand. I'm like, this is too many brain cells for this, So anyway, but
you need fill-in stitching for times.
Yeah, May was a success, so I was happy about that. So that's a new start. And then my other, well, it's not started yet, but it will be, and I want to show it. It's going to be A Mother Is, which I've talked about in the past, and I haven't started it. But the reason I wanted to show it today is because she lives in a new home too. And this is one that was sent to me by none other than Kristi. So she sent me this darling bag with this darling little dangly thing. And down here, let me get it, is a little jam jar, a strawberry jam jar. Can you see it? Let me
flip it around.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Oh, golly. She twirls too much. There she is. Look at that. How cute is she? So anyway, I decided she was lucky enough to live in this cute little bag. I just love the floral on it. It's really cute.
I'm glad you like it.
I do. So those are my new starts.
Okay. I need an opinion because I have something I want to start.
Okay.
I'm in a very patriotic mood.
I know. Mine's coming up.
Well, and with Primrose releasing it, it's kind of even kindled my fire more. I'm really excited about that sampler they have coming.
I am too.
But I have this, and it's okay. My queen bee that's in the white frame, that little skinny one. I want to replace it with this flag. I love it. By October House.
Yes.
It's called Faded Flag, and I love Faded Flag. But I have been doing all of my patriotic stitches in the Primrose colors, which are like a navy and like a denim blue. And these are the called for colors. Well, the conversion, the DMC conversion for the called for colors for that. And I am not feeling it, you guys. They're like pinky and powdery blue, and I'm just not.
And that's patriotic?
Yeah, because this is that kind of that prim faded look to it. So I'm gonna ask if you have stitched this, or did your colors look this way, or is it that far off from Gentle Arts? Because it calls for Gentle Arts. And am I gonna really mess it up if I pick some different colors? I feel like I could find 2 reds that would fade in and out. The blue is just all one color. The cream, I don't mind. But I feel like I just want to know if you've done it and how you felt about those colors. And did yours look this pastel-y? And what should I do? I feel like I want to just go with my palette that I'm already using, you know? Because these just, I don't know.
But on the picture, let me see the picture again. See, it doesn't look that.
It doesn't look like that to me.
No.
All right. I think I'm just, well, I will check and see what you all say, but I think I want
the census. Yes.
The colors that I have. Okay. So next I've caught the fever.
Of what?
I have caught animal cracker fever.
Oh, golly.
It has hit me. I did something not so smart. I went on to Instagram and I searched Maggie May. And I'm working on Maggie May. I'm sure a lot of you know Maggie May. I just love her cardigan. I love a good cardigan. I just think she is cute as can be. She could be out for the strawberries. She could be out for Easter. She could be out with the bees. Well, she's going to be, because here's the plan. I saw all these people who are treating Maggie May like a paper doll. They're dressing her up in different ways. And I've got the fever. So I decided I'm going to make myself a Maggie May. We'll see. We'll see. I've decided I want to make myself a Maggie May for all of my decor. So first up is Strawberry Maggie May.
Oh my goodness.
So look at the little strawberries in her dress.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
So I went to Color and Cotton, and so she has Classic Colorworks, and I love my Color and Cotton. I love DMC, but Classic Colorworks has a deeper variegation. And so I really wanted the variegation that people are getting in her. So I decided I want to do Classic Colorworks, but I wanted to pick my own colors. So while I was in St. Louis, I had to go to Color and Cotton, right? I mean, I had to.
Why not?
And I decided I was doing her face and her body parts, the called for. Okay. But then I went and I picked out strawberry-ish colors for doing her dress and her cardigan. So here's what I ended up with. They're all Classic Colorworks, but this will be her color palette, which I think is really, really, really cute. Next, she's getting patriotic. She's going to have a blue and white striped dress, which I've seen someone do with gold shoes and a red cardigan with little white polka dots. And then for the bee season, she's going to be in yellow and black and white. And I cannot wait.
That will be so stinking cute.
And then
you got to make her Christmas and fall.
And Christmas.
She'll be cute.
But this is the start of Strawberry May.
I love that. That is adorable. Just adorable.
Super excited about starting that. That was like my big new start. And then I have a shop new start. I had to start something new for the shop because we purchased all of, and this is my working copy, by the way. This is not, so Stitching Rules comes in a booklet, and I didn't want to bend that booklet all up. So I made copies of it so that I could break it up and
work on it from.
So this is Stitching Rules.
Yeah.
The new one from Primrose Cottage, but they have broken them down into all these little pillows.
I love that.
And I like that better than the big long one. So I am doing one of them. I have started one of them for the shop, and then it will be mine, of course. But I am doing this. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I was doing Maggie May on. She's coloring cotton almond butter, 18 count. But this one is on London Fog. And I am doing Just Keep Stitching. That's the part of the rules that I'm doing right now because I love the tomato pin cushion. And so far, and it has a strawberry, see? So far I have the little strawberry and the tomato pin cushion stitched. Cute. So that was my next new start, and that one will go into the shop until it's replaced with something seasonal. So those are my 2 new starts.
Oh, cool. So do you think, is your shop gonna have you ordered yet the patriotic from Primrose? It's not, I keep looking every day because I want to get it. So
it's Thursday. It doesn't come out till
Thursday. Okay.
I do not know yet if the shop, we placed a very, very large order, and I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit to get those because we already ordered before we knew that the new 4th of July was coming out. The patriotic was coming out. We ordered a bunch of their patriotics, so I think we got to sell a little bit of that before we restock with the new.
I didn't realize they had others.
Oh, they have a ton.
I'm new at this, so
yeah, they have a ton of cute patriotic.
Oh, cute! I'll have to look. But
this one that I just showed you that I finished, that was this one. This one is patriotic, and it's them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. I gotta look.
And I showed the 4th of July Quaker a couple.
Yeah, you did.
Ago.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So.
So many things. So,
all right. What about whips?
So whips, I've got a few, and these are things that I've mentioned in the past. So my first one is the Robin, of course, Robin Pickens. No, it's Blue Jay Summer. Yeah. So this, again, give me some slack, people. I was in the beach at Hawaii. So I got this far. It's a lot of colors. And I was pretty happy with my progress, considering.
That flower is so pretty.
It is. It's very, very pretty. And it also, I mean, this flower part I'm trying to start more in the middle because when I start things, because I seem to not have it together yet for how big of a piece of fabric to use. And I just think starting in the middle is a better thing. So that's why I started on the flower, but it was like a lot of like colors to me, and I will make it through, and hopefully I'll have a little more completed because I just really love it.
What color of fabric are you stitching on?
I'm stitching on a blue, and you know what? It was a fabric that I got from my local needlework shop, the Crafty Framer, and it's got a little like, it looks like a sky. I can't think of the name of it. It's 14 Ada though.
Oh, that's the one that had like the printed sky on.
Yeah,
so it's not dyed, because on the back side it's
no, it's not dyed.
Right.
Yeah, but I just think it's going to look really pretty when
it will look pretty on that. Yeah. I did mine on Picture This Plus Forget Me Not, and this is
pretty. Yeah.
I did this. I worked on this on the car to St. Louis. So
wow, see, that flower is a stinker, isn't it?
Well, I just started the flower because I started down here.
Okay,
kind of worked my way up, and then
that star's no picnic either, is it?
Oh no, I think that star was a ton of fun.
It was okay. I just see lots of singles.
You'll like it. It's not bad.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah.
Don't change it up. Just do the colors.
Yeah, I'm not going to change nothing.
No, I mean, don't like keep changing colors. Like stitch all of one of the colors and then all of the other one, and you'll find.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But I just was nervous about leaving the right amount of spaces. So that was one whip, and the second one is the the coffee. So here's the picture. Remember, I'm working on this for Steve.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. How's that going?
Well, not so good.
No, Steve, don't listen.
Here it is.
Oh, you're doing okay.
I started in the middle, and this was another stinker because it just like, look at this. I mean, there's just a lot of colors in there, kids. Yeah. And for my simple brain, it takes a lot of brain cells. And for the beach, I didn't have them. I didn't have them turned on. So, but I made it that far, and it'll get done this year. So it'll be good. Yeah. And that was it. But since I kind of showed you the April mini in start, but that had been on progress. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I
have been working on, but not too much. I'm stitching the housewives. This is my first housewife monthly my stitching with the housewives. It's the first one I've stitched, and I'm doing the monthly weigh-in. So they did a thing with all the scales, and Lenny from Sable Stitchers and I are doing this together. She is way farther than I am.
Well, she's
way farther, and she doesn't work. So, but I have the little jar on the cake stand done, and I think that it looks real cute.
That's bigger than I would have expected from the picture. I love it.
It's I did it. We both are working on 18 count. Mine is mystery fabric. I got it in some stash, of stuff. But it's 1/1, and I'm really liking it. I do believe though that 16 count is my sweet spot. It's what 32 looks like. But I do like the 1/1 on 18. So that's where I am on that one. Lenny, sorry, that's all the further I've gotten. But we had an interesting discussion. Did we talk about this already? I think on our Zoom. Did we talk about our Zoom on the last FlossTube? I don't remember.
No, I wasn't.
No, yeah, you weren't. Lenny showed up at our Zoom stitching. Suzie wasn't there, but it was a lot of fun. But she was looking at mine and she goes, "Do you stitch across?" And I'm like, "Yeah." You don't stitch across? And she goes, "No, I stitch up and down." Do you stitch across?
I go both ways.
Yeah.
Is what I'm working on. So it depends.
Well, there are a few times that I would go up and down with a stitch, but 9 times out of 10, I work across.
Mostly, yeah.
So it was really funny. We all had a discussion about that. We discussed needles. You should come join our Facebook group, Happiest Stitches on Earth. And then you can be invited to come stitch with us on Zoom, which we have to pick our new date.
Yeah, we do.
For May. We haven't done that yet, but we'll keep you all informed. Yeah. And we really have a lot of fun, and there's a lot of good discussion. We talked about needles and what needle everybody uses, and it was just fun. It was fun to stitch with everyone. I think there were about 15 of us there. So
good. I'm sorry I missed.
There'll be more. No worries.
Yeah.
There'll be more. And then month 1 of my birthday stitch. This is the day has been completed. The first 2 months, that's part 1. So we at part 1 were up in this area. The basket was not part of it. The basket, it was just like there and here, right? And remember, I'm not doing the goat. Right. So now we're on to the next page. So we're supposed to go down. I met pretty early. And so I went over to the house because I know in the months that are given for the house, it's not going to be enough time because he's a lot, but beautiful, but a lot. So I worked on the house some, and then on my trip, I did that basket and I love it. So this is where I am so far.
It's going to be beautiful.
I love this basket. I just really do. So now I have to do a line and some part of some words and a line. I've put off the words because unlike you, I don't like to do letters.
Maybe that's where I should go to. I'm still on the ram. I'm still finishing up the ram.
Yeah.
On the top. Maybe I should, no, because I would never be able to count right.
Figure out where to go.
Forget it.
keep working down. You'll get there.
I need to do that this time. Absolutely.
So,
maybe it'll get done in a couple years. I don't know, but
I'm doing this on 16 count Destiny by Atomic Ranch, and I'm doing my own, well, not my own, but there is a classic collar and cotton conversion, and that's what I'm using. So the flosses are just so yummy. And then while I was at Color and Cotton, I got another set because this is not going to be enough.
Oh no.
The pinks of the house are in the flowers and in the house, and I'm going to run out. So I just said, I'm trying to build my Color and Cotton stash anyway. So I just said, give me one of the whole thing because they have it on their computer. I said, just give it to me, and then I will have those colors later anyway. So
yeah, you'll use them.
Anyway, that is that with.
That's awesome.
And then I have two more. Today's the 4th, so I'm still 4th of July.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I have to live with the boys that do that. And okay, let's drink to the 4th. Let's drink to our boys in the 4th. Are you ready? There we go.
Cheers.
Yummy. My mug is from Suzie.
I got this from Kristi.
Us and our cups.
We are cup a day.
So I'm working on this one.
Oh, that's
another one from. So on their video, they talked about how the new sampler goes very well with this sampler.
Oh my God!
And I had already started it on my 12 by 12. So
oh, that's pretty.
It is, and look at all those letters, Susie.
I know. The letters are awesome.
So this time I put the border around here. So
cool.
I was not motivated because I was in the letters. So I quit and I went and did something else, and I'll go back and do a few letters, and then I'll do something else and I'll do some letters, but I just can't sit and stitch letters. So it's coming along. Sorry, it's not ironed. It's been a week.
Don't apologize to me.
So there's that one. And I have one more. I had been stitching Santas on Saturday, and I decided I don't want that many Santas. What I really want is a bunch of nativities. So instead, I am stitching nativities on Saturday, and I am working on
that.
And you know what, Susie? Actually, you should, because it's so small and easy. There's not a ton of counting because they're all lined up. Like, look at these little houses. They're all like,
and they're all the same color. I know.
They're all the same. They're all, they're not big. They're tiny. Look at my finger compared.
Yeah, I plan to do those and start some Christmas, or really complete the ones of Christmas that I have in June. But I realize that is really pretty cool, and
you're gonna like it. It's gonna be good for you. So I'm here. I just finished that. So I'm getting ready to go on to the palm tree and the Holt family, which makes me very excited. I'm thinking I might do a drum. I might just do it. I've been watching some videos. I'm thinking maybe I can do this.
You're going to have enough nativities in your house, so you might as well vary. That's really
so anyway,
how big is it? How
I'm doing mine on 16 count. So,
but like, how big is that? Would you say?
What? Let me look at here. I'm right by a cutting mat, so let me just lay it on here.
Measure it out.
I'll measure how tall it is. It is approximately, it's really kind of tricky where I have it on the fabric, but I would say it's about 2 inches tall.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a little bit tall, maybe 2.5 over here, but like here, about 1.5, 2, between 1.5 and 2. Yeah. So because that drum is not going to turn out like this. It's going to like that.
Yeah.
So I think that you would really, really like it.
Well, I have them all ready to go. I have the entire bunch.
You do have it. And you might find that I got the B one, and I'm excited about that. But I
really want to do the nativity though. But that's very encouraging.
Those are my whips.
Cool. Well, it's time for our giveaways.
Yay!
And we have some winners.
And we really want you to claim them this time.
Please claim your prize.
Please. So all you have to do to claim it, Okay, first of all, you have to be 18.
Mm-hmm.
You have to live in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need to email us at the happiest stitches on earth. Our email is down in the comments below. So make sure you let us know. And like in the place where you put the subject, please put winner. So that we know to look.
Mm-hmm. So we know, and
we'll have to make
stands
sure
out.
Steve knows, because Steve checks our email a lot. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he's maybe better than me.
He's a good producer and secretary.
He is. And so Steve, look for winner in the subject.
Winner. Okay.
So do you want to say a winner?
I will. So the winner of the flowers is always be yourself -6. She wrote another great video, ladies. Love your whips, love the stitchy box. I have some early Maine flowers trying to pop up. Yay-hoo! And my grandkids are anxious for the Easter bunny. Happy stitching. So it is at always be yourself -6. You are the queen of the flowers. Yay! Yay!
The stitchy box goes to at Gina Cates 6110. Gina, you got the stitchy box and all the stuff to go in it. Oh, what did Gina say? I don't have that paper in front of me.
Gina said, you ladies are so fun to watch. I love your strawberry and lemon sweaters. I would love a stitchy box. You're getting it, Gina. And both of yours are so adorable.
Oh, thanks,
Yay.
Gina.
Thanks, Gina.
And then the bunny?
The bunny is, the winner is Cindy Swanson 750. Cindy Swanson 750. And she said, enjoy you both so much. Bunny or stitchy box, have a blessed week. So Cindy, and always be yourself. And Gina, please let us know. And we'll get those in the mail to you.
And we have new giveaways.
We do.
I had a donation from Rocky Run Ranch, our friend Meredith. Thank you, Meredith. And it's really cute. It's called Use Spring Garden by Sugar Maple Designs, but it's a little lamb. There's some beehives above him and a little bee. So because we have 2 lamb stitches on this one, would you just say bee?
Oh, I thought we were doing them as a bundle.
Oh, as a bundle. So one person will get them both. Okay, so just say lamb.
Lamb.
Yeah, just say lamb. And you'll get this one
and this one by the Nebby Needle. This was donated to us. And it's called Baba Biscornu. And there's that little Biscornu right down there. Here's a better picture of it on the back. Isn't that adorable?
So we went with the sheep theme.
Yeah, we're going to bundle them. The little sheep's down there in the corner. Can you see him? He's so stinking cute. So we're going to put them together and mail them out to one lucky winner.
And thank you so much for our folks who donated them. We really, really
thank you,
appreciate that.
We do.
We'll get those out to you.
We will.
Now, this is the time where we do haul, and if haul is enables you, because it enables me, you can just skip right now, because this is going to be the last part of our video. Is our haul, and so if that's not your thing, thanks for watching. We love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I have a favor.
But you might want to stay around because my haul's from Hawaii. Just saying.
You might.
Just saying. You might want to see some Hawaiian stuff.
I have a favor for you guys. I have been working on growing my Instagram really hard. It's K_Heinz_designs_ on Instagram. And I'm really close to 2,000 followers. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, if you would, that would be great. Our Instagrams are listed down there. Thank you so much. Thanks for all your comments, you guys. If you're leaving, I think we should say thanks now, right?
Thank you. Well, we still have to shout out too, so not totally.
No, but for the people that are leaving because of haul, I want to
say
thanks.
Thank you. All right. Well, I brought my haul from my visit to the Fiddlesticks 2 in Hawaii.
I cannot wait.
Oh, it's really fun. It's really, really fun. So let me bring it all up here and just share. So I have some other stuff too, but let me bring the other stuff up.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, I'm leaning over here. I'm unprepared.
I was too. So
anyway, what do we do in Hawaii? We sing at Christmas, Mali Kaliki Laka or Maka, and here they come. A 1 and a 2 and a 3. And there they are. And I can't wait to put all these little kids. They're not that big when they're all done.
Who's the designer?
The designer is, well, heck if I know. Let's see. These designs are for your personal use and enjoyment. Francis L. Johnson Designs.
I have never seen anything like that before.
2015.
Oh,
so it's all
some vintage stitch.
Yes, I did. And these are stitched on 14 count opalescent white. I'll have to find me some of that. But anyway, this Maliki Maka, yeah. So of course, where do I remember it from? Christmas Vacation movie, of course. And whenever
I didn't even know they sang it in there.
Oh my gosh, it's when he has the pool, when he's imagining the pool and the girls, modeling out there and taking off.
We just had like all kinds of Christmas music, so it's in our Christmas playlist.
Yeah, right. It's just
you know what?
Fun. But anyway,
that and that fish. Can you say the name of that fish that everybody? Rich can say it. There's this big long name of a fish in Hawaii. Do you not know what I'm talking about?
No.
Rich is right here. Say it, Rich.
Humu humu nuku nuku apu a.
Okay. You don't need that one.
He has a shirt. You got to ask for that fish. Oh,
okay. Well, anyway, in the gift shop, they sold these little surfboards. Come on. So these kids, I measured, are all going to fit on the surfboard to finish. I can't.
That will be adorable. That surfboard is it, man.
Isn't that adorable? I love it.
I do too.
So anyway, there was one Hawaiian haul, and then my next favorite one was your selection of Hawaiian shirts. Oh yes, there's 4 of them, and I just thought, I don't even know when I'm gonna even make these, but what's
it called and who's it by?
It's called Hawaiian Aloha Shirts. Again, Francis L. Johnson Designs. And interestingly enough, her address is Clover, South Carolina. Again, it's from, I thought oh God, 1989.
1989.
Oh God, that's really old, isn't it? So there they are. But when you're in Hawaii and you're in the moment, Hawaiian shirts are all that. So that might have been an impulse buy, but I still thought it was cute. Now, one thing that I did love very much, because I love flowers and I love Hawaiian flowers, and I found the book. Guess who it's by? Francis L. Johnson Designs.
This must be her specialty.
It must be. And this was from 1991. But look at those flowers. And they also have an aloha down here on the towel that I was going to pick apart. All these flowers I just love so much. I have a plumeria tree in my backyard.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
We love plumeria.
Yeah, it's a little stick. I've cut it apart so many times. I started a whole plumeria garden for one of my girlfriends. And it doesn't take much. After the tree blooms, you can just cut off branches at the end of the blooming season and stick them in the dirt.
Don't give one to me. It would die.
Well, they do well in Florida. So we have hibiscus, and we have plumeria, and we have anthuriums, and so I just really love them. So someday those are going to get printed. And for the finale of the Hawaiian things, let me see. Oh, this one is done by Marlene Queenie P. De Vincent. And let's see. Doesn't say where she's from, but anyway, check it. Come on. Hawaiian. Hula girl. I need one of these. I think I'm just going to do one of them.
Yeah.
And put it up somewhere.
I think 3 hula girl stitching would be a lot.
3 is a lot, but
Is
you
this
know,
the same chick? Is it the
no,
same designer?
no, it is not. It was that long name, Marlene Queenie P.A. de Vincent. And I don't know where she's from, but anyway, there it is. And I need to have a Hawaiian girl in my flamingo room. So I picked her up. Now, the final thing that I got there was a pattern by Robin Pickens. It happened to be in my face. I have loved it from afar for very long. And it is this one.
Oh,
Each
that's
day
beautiful.
with Emerson. And I am going to do this. This will look gorgeous in my house. I have to find a fabric that's behind it. You said, I know I saw something in Cotton Heart's quilt shop that was very similar. It looks
What
like
do they call the fabric? What's the called for?
It floated on Serena Shores.
No, that's the fabric in the back.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Oh, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What does it say? Serena Shores what?
Paisley shells fabric.
Oh, no, we don't have that one.
No, but it is stitched.
We have stuff like it, though.
28 count white Monaco. I don't know what that is. Monaco.
It's just the name of the
okay.
Yeah.
And it's DMC and Cosmo flow. They do a lot of Cosmo out there.
I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. So anyway, and then I also might have got this board.
Look at that one.
And somebody's going to go on here. Isn't she just so stinking cute? I love it.
It's cool. That board is cool.
I love it. I love it with the little Hawaii signal. So that was my haul from Hawaii. Now I also did a field trip locally when I got home. I've mentioned in the past that we have a secondhand store here. It's called Bottom of the Bin, and it's sort of recycled craft things. Like you bring in what you don't want of your stuff. And this is a brilliant idea. And why it doesn't catch on more is beyond me.
Me too.
This young lady started the store a couple years ago over in Largo, Florida, which was a haul for me. But I went over there with half of my Stampin' Up! Stamps, donated them, and they give you a cash value so that you can trade in their shop. This spring, I took over another haul. They gave me more cash value. So I went to this store that has opened a branch 20 minutes from me in Brandon. I was so excited, and holy cow, they have grown by leaps and bounds, and I am happy for it. So I came out of there with a bucket of stuff that I paid nothing for because of my trade-ins. And the stuff was really, really great things, including, look how much Ada cloth, kids. Do you know how much they sold these for? 50 cents a piece.
Wow.
And they're big. This one's 8 by 16, 9 by 25. I mean, they're not cheap little scraps. These are really good leftovers. So they had fabric. They have yarn for those folks. They had 3 bins of floss. I felt like buying the whole thing. They're offering it for, they're worth $0.25. Okay. So anyway, what I did come out with was some pretty unique colors that I just liked. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I love pink and yellow. Yay. So I got these, and these are a brand. Kristi, what did you tell me this was? It's I don't know. I don't know.
Like sometimes at Hobby Lobby, there's a big package of just floss, and I'm wondering if it's that.
Yeah.
No.
But there's some Prism. No, that's relatively known. Or is that the one that comes in the big package?
I don't remember which.
So. Anyway, yeah. So there's that. I got felt for putting on backgrounds. They had stickers. They had finishing pieces. I got, look at this. Check it. It's from IKEA. Woohoo! Another whole board. And then they had ribbons. Lots and lots of ribbons. So I picked these up for our girl there because they're so patriotic. And I just, I'm going to share some of these. So anyhow, that was my haul, and it was $0. So
I need a bottom of the bin.
find yourself a bottom of the bin. Yes.
Actually, I don't need a bottom of the bin
Well,
because
it would be too much.
I have Kristi who works at the shop. She's
You
my
do?
bottom of the bin girl.
She is.
I have this stack. I know my desk looked kind of messy, but can I just show you this? Kristi texted me from an estate sale.
Oh, that girl. She does
all of this
so good.
cloth.
Oh.
$10.
Oh.
And there's some pieces that I could cover myself up with in here, like
No
huge pieces. Really, there's one that's like blanket sized. It's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
It's all Aida, but it's all really nice Aida, and a few of those that come in the tube, but the rest of it's like very soft, really unbelievable. I mean, so she got that for me. Thank you, Kristi. She's my bottom of the bin. She and her and she got me this. It's
What's
all
that?
a bunch of eyelet. I'm gonna go to town dyeing it because I'm gonna put it in stitchy boxes. That's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, cute.
Then she found me in an antique store, and I am super excited about this. I don't remember what I had to pay for it, but it is antique Christmas tree tinsel.
Stop it. Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna put it around pillows. It is gonna be so cool.
That will be fun.
And then she and her mom found this fabric. Look at this.
Oh.
Now, can I read some of these to you?
Yeah.
The clean house is the sign of a broken sewing machine.
Well, it's true that.
If you obey all the rules, you'll miss all the fun. I sent my son to college so I could keep my fabric in his room. Oh. When I learned to sew, I forgot how to cook. Oh, so anyway, I'm going to be making some project bags out of this stuff. Because it is like tons and tons of fun.
Yeah.
So she and her mom, they just find this stuff.
They find the best things.
They are the finders. Well, then I have this good friend, Jerry, and actually Kristi's mom went through this first, and then she gave me, so this is just a portion of what Jerry got. In Chicago, there's this place called No Landfill. And we have all these markets, like the merchandise mark is downtown Chicago. And they'll come in and they'll have like a furniture show, right? And so everybody has all the colors that the furniture comes in. So the furniture shops are like, do I want to buy it in this color, this, whatever. Well, when it's time to leave, they would just toss all that stuff because they don't want to pay to ship it back. Well, Zero Landfill went in and they take the stuff and bring it to this big shop and they organize it, and you can go in and get stuff for cheap. But if you go work there, you get to first pick of stuff for free. So my friend Jerry at work goes to Zero Landfill, and look at all of this velvet that I have for finishing the back of pillows.
Beautiful.
Wait, I mean, like velvet and velvet and velvet.
Oh my God.
These aren't even the big pieces. I have big pieces too. So not too many. Most of my big pieces are red and burgundy, but like this can go on the back of a little, like a little nativity finish, or I was thinking this is kind of flamingo-y pink.
It is
velvet, So anyway, that's all my free haul. That's crazy, right? But
good.
I didn't think I spent money this month. Well, it's been a while. I mean, I didn't think I bought that much, but I started pulling things out and I'm like, oh, okay.
Back to work, right?
So we are thinking at the shop of carrying Cosmo floss. Oh. And I have been playing around with it and I'm in love with it. It doesn't knot up nearly as much as DMC. It's very soft, like their Aida cloth. It's just beautiful. And so I found a place called The Hare in the Basket that does curated bundles. And I kind of had to have this bundle. Look at that.
Oh, that's real pretty.
Real pretty. And I have this book from Kristi called Deck the Halls by Blackbird Designs. And it's full of little strawberries, not stitched like the strawberry pin cushions, like these. There's like this one here, and they're not all Christmassy, I don't think. And then it shows you can do two different things with them. Anyway, all these colors kind of reminded me of the colors in here. So I'm going to use it to stitch some of these, but I'm going to play around with Cosmo. So that was one.
That Hair in the Bundle, is that an Etsy shop?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Hair and the Basket.
Hair
and our notes. It'll be in our
Okay.
notes, Suzie.
Okay. I thought you said hair in the bundle.
my little secretary, he'll place that in our
basket.
notes.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
And then I've been watching Jessica Sweetwater Stitcher, and I decided, well, Sully Stitches did a birthday stitch, and everybody was doing it, and I had FOMO. It happens to me. I wish I were Suzie, because Suzie doesn't get the FOMO like I do. But they're all doing a daily reminder by Brenda Gervais, and I love it. I loved it, but then I saw Mrs. Jones Stitches did a color and cotton conversion. Look at these colors. They are stunning. I mean, they're just
very
beautiful. And I loved her conversion. She uses a couple Cosmos in hers too. And she did it on this dark soil by X2 Designs. Look at this fabric. It is.
Oh, that is.
Yeah. So these colors on this fabric, look at that. I think they're going to be gorgeous.
They're beautiful. They are beautiful.
Anyway, I got that. I picked that up at Color and Cotton. They had it all pulled for me, except the X. I don't want you to think you can get that brown soil. Dark soil fabric is hard to get your hands on. You're not going to be able to get that at Color and Cotton, but Mrs. Jones Stitches conversion is there. You can find that on her Instagram. And then this I ordered straight from X2 Designs. And then while I was there, I saw a new issue of the punch needle and primitive stitcher, which has many beautiful things. I'll show you what made me really want it really quick here.
I have been looking for a copy of the normal let me see, what are these?
Just cross stitch.
Yeah, just the cross stitch.
Look at this. Look at this bee.
Find it.
Isn't that, look at the bees and the skeep.
It's look at that.
I really fell in love with this. So this is called Save the Bees by Nura Kander of Twin Peak Primitives. So anyway, that's one of the things that I really would like to subscribe to this. I don't know why I haven't. It has got punch needle and cross stitch charts. Teresa Kogut often has them in here, and you know I'm a huge Teresa fan, so I did pick that up. And to remember my needle minder that would like pull all the metal out of my kitchen. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, the big one by your head. Yeah.
Yeah, you thought
it's a new one.
That one was big.
There's a new one. Yeah, look at that. Humongous.
Look at that.
That's for scissors.
It's not a needle minder. It is a scissor minder. I got this at Back Quarter Shop. Isn't it cool?
I saw that advertised and I thought, oh my gosh, Kristi's gonna buy this.
And I did.
And you did.
Right. And I did.
Yep. Keep that one out of the kitchen too, girl.
Yes. And then I got my subscription fabric.
Oh.
That I always get, the Atomic Ranch by Beautiful Sip and Stitchery, and it's Meadow, and it is this very, very barely green.
Oh, pretty.
So pretty. Yeah. So that,
I like that shade. Yeah.
And then I got from Grace Notes Fabric, someone was talking about this color, Fly Me to the Moon, and it's just real, it's a real neutral, pretty. Ooh. And it's by Grace Notes Fabric. So I got those. I was searching on the, stitch patterns that people get rid of on that site. And this Teresa Kogut Patriotic came up, and I just love it. I love baskets. I love Patriotic. I love Teresa Kogut. So
that's beautiful.
And then they had a strawberry one that goes with my scale from Stitching with the Housewives. So I can do that. And then look at this bee one from Stitching in the Housewives. I'm not going to do it on black. But
that's pretty.
All the bees and the bulls. It's called Queen Bee Bakery.
Yeah. So can I ask you, which site do you watch?
Which one did I get this from, you mean?
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the site that I look at, but it's run by a lady named Artie. She's adorable.
I don't know the name of the person that you know what? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Okay. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
It just pops up in my feed and I'm like, oh.
Right.
Well, I have been avoiding it. But when I saw this Teresa Kogut, I was like,
I know. And when she posts things, they're Yeah, it's tempting, but anyway, she sells most of her patterns on that site, this RD, for $10. And
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. The ones, everything's more expensive in Hawaii. So
yeah.
I probably paid more than I should have, but that's okay. Support small business. So anyhow, I was
My
happy.
next haul, I'm blaming two people on,
Not me.
not you. There was a girl named Shelly Smith who was in my St. Louis Stitchers group. No, I don't live in St. Louis, but I go there a lot. So they invited me to be part of their little online Facebook group.
Oh,
And she posted this chart called Crowning Glory by Summerhouse Stitchworks. And I loved it. It was a beautiful crown, and my whole stitchy box I'm going to do with a crown, blah blah blah. And she messaged me. She goes, "I watch your FlossTube, and you guys are so great. And this is a cherished chart of mine. You can't find it anywhere, but I will loan it to you if you would like to stitch it." And I thought that was so sweet. So Shelly, thank you. But in our conversation, so I told her I'm not ready to stitch it yet, but when I am, I'll let you know. And I promise you, I won't.
she will.
I'll send it back and it'll stay in good condition. But while we were chatting, we had like this huge long conversation over text. And she showed me a project bag she had just made or bought, I can't remember which, out of Mary Englebright fabric. And we both love us some Mary.
We do.
And I got an itch. So I ordered some fabric. And you're getting a Mary Englebright bag, and I'm getting a Mary Englebright bag. And then Vicki Hobbs Sheridan in our Facebook group makes a Mary Englebright stitchy box. And I'm like, no, I need a Mary Englebright stitchy box. So I went on and I started hunting. Do you know how much this fabric goes for? No. I found bits and pieces that weren't much, but like some of it is like $25 and $30 a yard. I did not pay that, just so you know. But here are the fabrics I got. I got this Christmas one.
Oh, come on. How cute.
That cute.
I mean, I love Mary.
Owned this at some point in my life. From the tiny poodle eclectic on Instagram, I got this. So that's going inside our bags. It has all the little quotes. Oh, cute. And then I had to have like some of the classic flowers. Is that the one I got across the top?
Is that the one you made me?
No, that yours isn't Mary Englebright.
Oh, it looks very similar. Look, hold that up.
No.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
These are much bigger and
bigger. I see now.
And then I got this one because the bowl of cherries, like, is my favorite. And so it's just a very small piece of it. I won't be able to do much with that.
That's a bag.
And then this
maybe one of those things for where you keep your floss.
Or I might just be doing this on the top of my stitchy box.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I got this little piece. It's a very little piece also, but
pretty.
Very cute. And she sent me a little bonus piece. So. Aww. And then I got this one with the little girls, all the little girls. So there's some Mary Englebright project bags coming.
Woohoo!
So I don't know if I'll be selling any. We'll see how far this all goes. And then my last thing.
She lives in St. Louis, doesn't she?
Mary Englebright, yes, she does.
That's so.
Used to be you could tour her house.
Oh, I would love to do that. It looks so adorable. Every time she posts a picture, I'm like, oh. When she said she was moving that one time back, I don't remember, it was back in the fall, maybe she was planning to move. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to move to St. Louis. I want to live in her house.
She'd take all the cute stuff with her.
I don't know, but it's just the house is so stinking cute. But anyway, they're staying. So, yeah.
Well, I think that a lot of the things that she collects remind me of the things that Laurie Holt collects. They're very similar in their collecting. But anyway, at Christmas they used to be able to tour her house, but I don't think that was years ago. She's too big for that now, I think. But well, I did that finish with the chenille.
Yeah,
I loved doing it. So I went on Purple Paper Mountain. Well, first I went on Lady Dot Creates, and I love Lady Dot. and she does great things. But then I went to Purple Paper Mountain because they're a lot cheaper than Lady Dot, and I love their stuff. And I bought a little chenille.
A little.
So anyway,
you're prepared.
well, she had them 25% off, and they weren't that expensive. I think they came out to be like $1.65 for each of the
little things. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so like they're wrapped on a little bobbin,
and those are chenilles.
Yeah, they're chenille. So
cute.
So anyway, that's my haul. I kind of had fun.
Well, it looks like it. Good for you.
There you go.
We both had fun getting haul. I'm done with the haul. I gotta stop because I don't know if I'm going to finish all this stuff in my lifetime. I just have so much, and every time I look through it, I'm like, oh, I want to make that. I want to make that, and I don't have these other things done.
Well, Emily of Shady Grove Stitchers said there's two kinds of stitchers. You can be both. There are stitchers who stitch, and there are stitchers who collect.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like strawberry patterns for me and bee patterns, I collect them. Not only do I want to stitch them, but I just feel like it's something that I collect. There's people that collect salt and pepper shakers, and there's people that collect pens, and I guess I collect patterns.
Yeah, mine are all different. That's the problem. And I love them all, and I really do.
Well, there you go.
Someday, so I just have to quit. And we went to Hawaii, so I decided I really wanted to get some Hawaiian stuff because we love Hawaii. I could live there. I really could. I don't know for how long, but I really could live there. So
I don't think I'm going to quit buying things. Like, I'm going to slow down, but I'm not going to say I'm not buying any more stuff because I know I can't.
Well, you have to. You have to. I mean, like, I don't have all the floss. When I start a new project, I look through my old floss in my collection so far, but I don't have it all. So there's that. And, most of the time I just stick with DMC because it's accessible to me. And I don't have to drive an hour and a half to get it. So, anyway, I guess I could order it, but then there's.
Well, I guess we're ready to wrap up a little, aren't we?
We are. I have one shout out.
Go.
The sweet lady that I just found. And she is stinking adorable. She just made her first floss tube. She's from Scotland. And I mean, you just have to listen to her anyway, because she's so cute and she's got that Scottish wit and just says the cutest things. Madder than a box of toads. It was the cutest thing. Her name is Pam, and her channel is called at Ditsy Daisy Crafts.
I think we watched her.
We saw a few seconds. Little intro.
Oh, she was adorable. One of the reasons that I liked her so much too is that she likes a lot of the same patterns that I like. Lots of Primrose Cottage and just a lot of the same theme stuff. She does a lot of smalls, but her finishes, wowzers, they're real pretty. And she's inspired by a lot of the people that we have watched, all along too. But she's just adorable. She did her first one.
Gonna have to watch some more.
4 days ago, and I really loved watching her. So Pam, yay you! And I hope that you get some more subscribers in Scotland.
That's so fun. Is she kind of new? Did you say she's kind of new?
She just posted her first one 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Yeah. So the end of April.
Oh, good.
So yeah, she lives in the north. I think she said the northwest area of Scotland. Because at first, I thought of our friend Sheena.
Yeah.
She lives in Perth, and that's the one I went to visit last year when we were on our trip to Ireland and Scotland. It is such a beautiful country. Anyway, she did some beautiful work. So I really encourage you to take a look at her FlossTube and just enjoy her brogue. It is so cute. It's just sweet. She's a very sweet lady. Just fun. Yeah. So, yeah.
And I think we're talking maybe it'll be about 3 weeks before we film again.
Yeah.
So we just got to do the things.
Yeah.
So.
Okay,
in the meantime, happy stitching, everyone.
Happy stitching. Yeah.
And
don't forget,
floss
daily. Yay. Let's
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. All right. Cheers.
Okay, bye.